Deep in a place where the world feels soft and still, there lies a valley no map has ever found. It's called the Hidden Valley, a place whispered about in old stories, where the air hums with secrets and the ground sparkles with forgotten light. Imagine a place where time slows, where the worries of the day slip away like leaves on a quiet stream. Have you ever longed for a place like that? A place where you can just be? The valley was tucked between mountains that stood like silent guardians, their peaks lost in clouds. Silver grass covered the hills, glowing faintly under a sky painted with twilight purples and blues. A winding path of smooth pebbles snaked through the valley, disappearing into a thick mist that seemed to breathe. No one knew how to find the valley, but those who did never stumbled upon it by chance. It chose them. Leela was one such wanderer. At 16, she felt like her world was too loud, too fast. School, friends, expectations. They swirled around her like a storm she couldn't escape. But one evening, as the sun dipped low, she wandered farther than usual, following a trail she'd never noticed before. The air grew cooler, the sounds of the world fading until all she heard was her own breath. The path led her to a stone archway, ancient and moss-covered, its carvings glowing faintly under her touch. What would you do if you found a doorway to somewhere unknown? Layla's heart raced, but something in the air, a soft, inviting warmth, urged her forward. She stepped through the archway, and the mist parted like a curtain, revealing a valley that shimmered with quiet magic. The grass sparkled as if dusted with stars, and the air smelled of rain and earth. Leela felt lighter, as if the valley was whispering, "Welcome home." Leela's footsteps crunched softly on the glowing pebbles, each one shimmering like a tiny moon. The path seemed to guide her, curving through the valley's heart. The mist was thick but warm, wrapping her like a blanket. She wasn't afraid. How could she be? The valley felt like it knew her, like it had been waiting for her all along. As she walked, the grass parted to reveal a grove of ancient trees, their trunks gnarled and covered in moss that glowed faintly green. Orbs of light floated above the ground, bobbing like fireflies but without wings. Leela reached out, and one orb hovered near her hand, warm and pulsing. What could make a place glow like this? She wondered if the valley was alive, whispering secrets in a language she couldn't yet understand. The path led her deeper, to a clearing where a single stone stood, tall and smooth, etched with the same swirling patterns as the archway. It felt like a piece of the valley's heart, waiting to share its story with her. Have you ever felt a place speak to you, as if it knows your name? Leela knelt by the stone, her fingers tracing its carvings, and felt a quiet promise. The valley had more to show her. The path dipped into a hollow where the air shimmered with color. Towering crystals jutted from the earth, their surfaces catching the valley's light and scattering it into rainbows. Leela gasped, the colors dancing across her face. The stream that wound through the hollow sparkled, as if carrying pieces of the crystal's glow. It was like stepping into a dream, where every surface hummed with quiet energy. Leela sat by the stream, watching the water ripple. The valley felt alive, its pulse matching her own. She thought of her life outside, rushed, noisy, full of doubts. Here, time slowed, and she felt seen. Could a place hold answers to questions she hadn't asked? The crystals seemed to whisper, urging her to listen. She stood, following the path deeper, eager to uncover more. The path led Leela to a glade where silver trees stood like sentinels, their leaves whispering in the breeze. The moss underfoot was soft, glowing faintly as if lit from within. Orbs of light drifted, their glow warm and steady. Leela felt a presence, like the valley was watching her kindly. As she touched a tree, its bark warm under her fingers, a voice, soft like rustling leaves, spoke. "Leela," it said, "you've come to listen." She froze, her heart pounding. The voice wasn't human but felt alive, woven into the valley's pulse. It spoke of rest, of letting go of fear. Have you ever heard a whisper that felt like truth? Leela sat, listening, as the glade shared its quiet wisdom. The glade opened to a circle of standing stones, their runes glowing like stars. The voice returned, calling itself the Keeper, a spirit of the valley. It told Leela of the valley's purpose, to heal those who wandered, to teach them to trust their own hearts. "You are enough," it whispered. Leela's doubts about fitting in, about being seen, felt smaller here. The Keeper spoke of others who'd come, a boy afraid to dream, a woman seeking peace. Each left changed, carrying the valley's light. Could a place reshape your heart? Leela listened, feeling the valley's truth sink into her bones, urging her to stay. The path led to a meadow where stars seemed to touch the grass. A pond mirrored the sky, its ripples soft and slow. The Keeper taught Leela stillness, how to breathe, to let worries drift like leaves on water. "The world rushes," it said, "but here you can pause." Leela sat by the pond, her thoughts quieting. She thought of school, where she felt invisible. The valley saw her, held her gently. Could stillness be strength? She practiced breathing with the valley's rhythm, feeling lighter with each exhale. The meadow glowed, as if nodding in approval. The path climbed to a cliff where the valley stretched below, mist swirling like a living sea. The Keeper spoke of courage, not loud, but quiet, like a vine reaching for light. "You don't need to be loud to be brave," it said. Leela thought of moments she'd stayed silent, afraid. The Keeper urged her to try, to speak her heart. She imagined raising her hand in class, her voice steady. Could courage grow like a seed? The valley's light warmed her, whispering she was ready. She stood taller, the cliff's edge no longer daunting. The path wound into a grove where trees wove together, their leaves glowing like lanterns. The Keeper spoke of connection, how every root touched another, how Leela wasn't alone. "You are part of something larger," it said. Leela thought of her friends, her family, the moments she'd felt unseen. The valley showed her she belonged, like a leaf on a branch. She imagined laughing with friends, sharing stories. Could connection be this simple? The grove's light pulsed, as if agreeing. Leela felt her heart open, ready to reach out. Leela reached a meadow where grass held orbs of light like candles. A stone bridge arched over a stream, its waters glittering. The Keeper urged her to cross, to take a step toward change. "Every journey starts small," it said. Leela thought of school, of speaking up. She crossed the bridge, her steps steady. The valley's light seemed to cheer, its glow warming her. Could one step change everything? Leela felt the valley's lessons: stillness, courage, connection settling in her heart. She was ready to try, to bloom like the valley's grass. The path opened to a field of flowers, each petal glowing like a star. The Keeper said the valley's gift was Leela herself, changed, stronger, whole. "You carry this light now," it said. Leela felt it, her heart steadier, her doubts quieter. She imagined returning home, speaking up, connecting. The valley had reshaped her, like a flower opening to light. Could she carry this magic beyond the mist? The flowers nodded, their glow warm. Leela smiled, ready to step back through the archway, changed. Leela stood before the archway, the valley's light fading as dawn broke. The Keeper's voice lingered, "You are the valley's gift." She felt its lessons: stillness, courage, connection woven into her. The world beyond felt less daunting now. She stepped through, the mist closing behind her. The valley was gone, but its light lived in her heart. She imagined speaking in class, laughing with friends, being seen. Could a place stay with you forever? Leela smiled, knowing the hidden valley's whispers would guide her always. Years passed. But the hidden valley never left Leela. She spoke up in class, made friends, found her voice. The valley's lessons, stillness, courage, connection shaped her life. She saw beauty in small things, a pebble's shine, a breeze whisper. Sometimes, in dreams, she'd return, seeing the glowing grass, the crystal hollow, the whispering glade. The valley lived in her, a reminder that magic hides in quiet places. What's your hidden valley? Comment below and subscribe for more soothing bedtime stories to carry you to sleep.